So, lately, we've been seeing, well, a bunch of searches popping up around a certain someone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, George Foreman.
Mm.
And it seems like a lot of you out there are kind of curious about,
About his,
well, yeah, about him, like where he is now, what he's up to,
and maybe if those search results are telling the whole story,
Exactly.
Like what's the real deal with all these searches?
Right. So in this deep dive, what we really want to get to the bottom of
Yeah.
is a pretty straightforward question, which is George Foreman still with us?
Yeah, that's the big one, right? I mean, we've seen a real, well, kind of a surprising surge in searches
Yeah.
for things like George Foreman death.
Oh, wow.
How did George Foreman die? Even, getting into specifics like causes and stuff.
Oh, really?
It's like there's a lot of question marks floating around out there.
Yeah. So, okay, let's clear this up right off the bat, right now.
Absolutely.
When it comes to all those searches asking, did George Foreman die? As of today, March 22nd, 2025, the answer is a definite no.
You still with us? Yeah.
He's alive, and, well, we don't know exactly how he's doing, but he is alive.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does make you wonder, like, why?
By all the death-related searches. Right.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. I mean, the guy has been
Huge.
huge, like larger-than-life figure for
Yes.
decades.
Right.
And boxing, I mean,
Oh, come on.
it's a brutally demanding sport.
Yeah.
So it's natural to think, someone who was so visible back then.
Yeah.
Maybe they've, kind of faded from the spotlight a bit, and people start to
Make assumptions.
make assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see searches for things like George Foreman illness,
Yeah.
George Foreman health,
Oh, right.
which, adds to the whole picture.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense in a way.
It does.
But I mean, he really kind of burst onto the scene, as this incredible boxer.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, come on, we're talking
Legendary matchups.
legendary. Exactly. The Rumble in the Jungle.
East Ali, oh man.
Muhammad Ali. I mean, Joe Frazier.
Yeah, Frazier.
Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, even later in his career.
I mean, those are historical moments right there in sports history.
Yeah, those are big deals.
For sure.
But it's not just the boxing, right? I mean, the guy
Transcended it.
he transcended it. I mean, the George Foreman grill.
Became a cultural phenomenon almost.
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you know who have one of those in their kitchen right now?
Right. It's amazing.
It's a real testament to, being able to go from, sports superstar
Yeah.
to like this savvy entrepreneur.
Yeah, and staying relevant,
Yeah.
in a totally different world.
It's pretty impressive, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, it makes you think about the power of like reinvention,
Yeah, absolutely.
reinventing yourself.
And then, you look at the searches for George Foreman kids
Yeah, his family.
and the, the sad passing of his daughter, Frida.
Right.
And it adds another layer to, why people might be looking into him and how he's doing.
Yeah, life events like that, they can bring someone back into the public eye. Yeah.
And maybe not always in the way that we're known for originally, right?
Exactly. It shows how public figures, especially those with long, eventful lives,
Yeah.
they become part of our collective memory in a way.
Yeah.
We follow their careers, their families, their ups and downs.
Their triumphs, their struggles.
Exactly. And sometimes over time, those timelines can get a little,
Blurry.
blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It does.
And speaking of impact,
Yeah.
he's clearly still, a figure of interest.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to, his financial success.
Right.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of searches for George Foreman net worth.
George Foreman net worth 20, 25 even. People want to know.
They want to know.
Yeah, how's he doing now?
And by all accounts, I mean, he's doing very well.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right, yeah.
And it's not just the money, right? I mean, you got searches for George Foreman wife.
George Foreman's spouse,
People they're interested in the whole picture,
his personal life.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't forget, I mean, there was the George Foreman movie,
Oh, right.
which
Well,
probably, introduced his story to a whole new generation.
probably sparked even more curiosity.
And then you see searches for George Foreman news, even checking TMZ.
Wow.
So clearly he's still got a public profile,
Maybe not always in the sports section, but, he's out there.
Yeah, he's out there.
It's interesting.
It is.
So-
To sum it all up, despite what some of those initial searches might lead you to believe
Yeah.
George Foreman
He's alive.
is alive and well.
Alive and well, yeah.
And, this whole dive into why people were searching about him, it does make you think about how we keep track of these, you know,
These larger-than-life
it's
figures
these figures, these public figures.
over time. It's a long time.
It's a long time, and their lives are so, multifaceted and
Yeah,
impactful that, it can lead to a lot of questions and even
it's information sometimes,
sometimes, yeah.
unintentionally even,
Yeah, it's a good reminder to, to always
to double check.
double check your sources, make sure they're reliable, make sure they're current.
Yeah, because things change,
They do.
And even in this age of instant information,
Oh, yeah.
it's still important to, dig a little deeper,
Do your research.
verify what you find.
Exactly.
Don't just take things at face value.
Well said. Well, thanks for exploring this with us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been interesting.
Always good to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, for sure. All right, until next time.